This video is on behalf of one of the members at the golf club who's struggling to hit driver higher. It's quite a common question you get asked within golf. How do you hit driver higher? How do you hit the ball further? So when it comes to winter golf, you have to adapt your technique in order to obviously accommodate for the conditions. We've talked about that in previous videos. Golfers who set up to the golf ball, and what tends to happen is their left shoulder gets just a fraction too low, the right shoulder gets a little too high, almost in that position. So what we need to do in the address position, we need to get our left shoulder higher than our right shoulder. So what we want to do is we want to take our right hand off the club, we want to keep the left hand on the club, our shoulders are level now, we're going to wave to the camera, we're going to roll our right hand down to our right knee, then we're going to put our right hand on the golf club. That'll feel really weird, you'll feel like you're looking back at the club head. That's the kind of feeling I want you to implement within your practice. That's going to help you almost keep your head behind the golf ball. It's going to help keep this left shoulder higher. Golf ball too far back in my stance, and remember what we talked about? We talked about the club head working low to high. If I was to get into a position where the golf ball is too far back, the club's going to be working high to low, and I'm going to almost bury the club head in the ground. So this club's not got a lot of loft in it. So we almost want to increase loft. How do we do that? What we do is we set up the ball kind of as far forward as you can, so almost kind of off your left heel. That's going to allow the club to kind of hit the ground first, and then as the club head kind of gets past the golf ball, it starts to work up. That's the kind of key ingredients to hitting the ball higher with less spin. The hips to move up towards the sky, so almost in that position, the hips move up towards the sky. That's going to allow the club head to kind of, the handle of the club head to move, or the handle to move up the way the club head goes down. That's going to help us create that ascending angle attack. So our hips have to move up, but before we kind of get our hips to move up the way, tip number 4, what we need to focus on is, as we get to the top of the backswing, as we start this kind of get our hips to move up the way, we need to allow our pressure, so our hips, our upper body has to stay back the way, but our lower body has to move forward. So we have to get our belt buckle to kind of point towards the target as quickly as possible on the downswing. So our belt buckle moves forward first, so it moves forward first, then it moves back the way, so it moves forward and then up. Another kind of couple of things you can focus on with that. So remember, when golfers, or let's say you hit the ball too low, what tends to happen is our body should extend after impact. But what happens is the body kind of stays flexed towards the ground. Our chest is moving closer to the ground, our knees kind of move close to the ground, and our head stays in front of the golf ball. That's not going to create an upward angle attack, so we have to implement the opposite feeling to that. So what we're going to do is, we're feeling like, okay, we're getting pressure forward, our belt buckle's moving up towards off the ground, it's kind of higher than our hips are higher than what they were at address, and from there, we almost feel like our chest is moving up towards the sky. So if our chest moves up towards the sky, that throws the club head down the way, and it's going to create kind of that low club head to a high club head through impact. So let's move towards target. Our hips are kind of tilting at a slight angle up towards the sky. Our chest's up towards the sky. My eyes, so my head, my upper body's kind of tilted back the way. My left shoulder's still staying higher than my right. Get the ball position in the right place to start off with. So we have to kind of move it really far forward in our stance, because that's going to create a shallow angle attack. We need to get this left shoulder higher than our right shoulder. And as we're coming into the impact position, instead of our hips kind of, our belt buckle facing too much towards down, our hips turn level, what we want to do is we want to get our belt buckle, so our pressure has to go forward to start off with. Our weight goes into our left foot. Our belt buckle kind of moves higher than what it was at address. From there, our left shoulder is still staying higher. Our chest is going to go in extension, so our chest almost working up towards the sky. We're still looking back at the golf ball. If we implement that feeling, this left shoulder is going to stay higher than the right shoulder. And I almost feel like that as I hit the golf ball, my eyes are moving up towards the sky, but my upper body's kind of tilted back the way. And then from there, I'm just going to add in the final piece, which is just the rotation of the body, so the rotation of the chest after impact. Let me know what you think of it. 5 kind of tips. What I would do is I wouldn't tackle them straight away. I would kind of the next, or maybe after Christmas time, work on one part, and then kind of use each practice session that you're going to go when you go to the range to kind of work on one thing. and that will kind of hopefully help you hit the ball higher and create more distance with your driver. Let me know what you would like to improve within your game in 2020.